organic food and conventional produce? According to the www.thefutureisorganic.net, organic is without the use of pesticides and other synthetic chemicals that are detected on conventionally grown produce. This topic particularly interested me because I have a child and I want him to eat the best. And if that makes me have to spend a couple more dollars, then that's what I'm going to do. Everyone should become an organic eater because of the benefits organic food provides, the consequences of eating conventional produce, and promoting a better environment. I got all of my information from www.huffingtonpost.com and Eating Better Than Organic in the Time magazine. And now I'm going to show you a video of a doctor talking about the pesticides.
Pesticides are toxins, and they can't be good for you. So the only question is how bad they are. And I think in many cases the answer is pretty bad. A lot of these chemicals are toxic to the nervous system. Others may disrupt endocrine function in the body. They may increase risks of cancer and other chronic diseases. So I think we should all be trying to take action to minimize our exposure to pesticides, including residues of pesticides on foods we eat.
Okay, so initially eating organic food benefits our society. We should protect our children, and children are more vulnerable to toxins than adults are. In the studies, children are 4 times more likely to be exposed to cancer-causing agents than adults. Second, they're not really that expensive. If you think about it, the chemical regulation and testing, the hazardous waste disposal, the environmental damage and cleanup, and the illnesses and hospitalizations conventional food provides, is really some hidden costs there. So that's something to think about. And conventional food can result in negative consequences as well. The U.S. Imports 20% of our produce, and only 1 to 2% is actually inspected. So there's 18% of our produce that is actually not being tested. So we don't even know, and that's from other countries, so we don't know if 18% of our produce has actually got contamination. We don't even know. So that's kind of scary. And chemicals in use now that are passed by the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the FDA is approved by, was approved long before extensive research actually linked them to cancer-causing agents. So they're actually still in use today, and that's a scary thought too. And ADHD is actually in the study is linked to pesticides in food. And 1.2 billions of pesticides is used annually, and only 0.01 actually kills the bugs. Mind-boggling thing. And conventional food with pesticides is linked to toxicity, cancer, hormone system effects, and irritation of the skin and lungs. And eating organic is also promotes a better environment. We can improve our air and water quality because the infiltration of pesticides and herbicides and fertilizers and other soluble chemicals are found in many cases in significant concentrations in our drinking water. Some herbicides evaporate in the air and bind to the dust that we breathe. And if we can improve our soil quality, our soil is diminishing 7 times faster than it can be replaced. Much of the conventional farming has no-till cropping method, leaving the soil with large quantities of hazardous herbicides. We can protect farm workers' health because they're exposed to the highest concentrations of poisons. We can support small-scale farmers by purchasing by them because they're small, industrially owned, independently owned, and they're less than 100 acres. We can save energy because organic requires less processing accomplished with less energy consumption. And we can promote biodiversity because most conventional farming does monocropping, which means planting the same crop, which attracts pests, which causes a bunch of problems. And because of the benefits that organic organic food provides and the consequences of eating conventional food, and promoting a better environment hopefully persuades you as an adult to think as a consumer about what you're purchasing and eating that potentially may change your mind about organic food.